What's up, guys? This is a video for everybody that's hitting us up about custom headlights, taillights. We got the new WRX tails that are going nuts right now. People are responding really well, and so I just kind of want to make a video that answers a lot of questions for you guys, so that if I have to answer 50, 60 people with the same info, then maybe I could just send them this link and show them the video and answer any questions. So if anybody is watching and you want to comment and ask any questions, please do that, because that'll probably help me, because I'm just winging it right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably going to get a phone call that'll knock this broadcast off. And let me just jump into it. What happens when people want to order custom lights is they worry, I'm not local. What do I do? I can't drive to you. I live in Canada, or I'm in Europe or something like that. And it's all good. We ship all over the world, so there's no issue there. We have specific instructions that we give customers that want to ship in their lights on how to properly box their lights, how to keep them safe, what not to do, what services to avoid. There's all sorts of little details in that go a long way, because the last thing we ever want is somebody to ship in lights and it shows up damaged, or I don't know. That's just bad news. So the process is super simple, though. We show you guys a bunch of the stuff that we've done for other people. We put a price tag to it, and we usually base everything on time. So unfortunately, when we have people that want 5, 6, 7 different things added into their lights, it can really drive the price up, because it drives the time it takes to build those lights through the roof. We've got to bill for that time. Otherwise, we could be doing other projects that require less time, and it's just, I gotta pay my guys. They're not gonna discount their labor time for me, and overhead isn't gonna discount itself because somebody wants a deal. So it's like, we gotta make sure that we choose the right jobs that are good for the business moving forward, things that we wanna do over and over again. And so it's a little different when we quote things out. We don't want you to spend a fortune. We want you guys to be able to get cool stuff, best bang for the buck. Even with these GTRs, there's a lot of options that are way over the top, and we're not trying to push anything at anybody. It's just, if you guys want certain things that you've seen on our Instagram or YouTube videos and it's got a sky high price, it's only because it takes so much time. If it's got a good normal price, that's something that we want you guys to be doing more and more, and have more customers out there with our product, with our name on there. And so it comes down to this. You hit us up, you show us what you like. If we didn't build it and you send us a picture, even better. I always try to get in people's head and just say, like, what is it that you like that's specifically good for you, not just what I think is a cool thing, or what makes me the most money or the least money, whatever it is. It's always a unique situation with everybody. So I think it kind of comes down to your personal taste. If you like crazy stuff, cool, we'll do it. If you like it super subtle or even OEM looking, we'll do that too. So we decide what you like. That's step one. All of me talking right now was just to get to step one. That's crazy. Step two is we let you know our time slots that are available to start custom work. So if people want to just walk into the shop and say, hey, I got these lights, can you start working on them? No, we can't. I mean, it's crazy. The schedule is always packed. We have a lot of customers who've already paid for their job. So if they've paid for their job and you come in and you want to pay for your job, guess who's going to get done first? Obviously the guy that paid first, right? That's always the way that it should be. We keep a queue, an order of who's paid for their work to start, and once we set up that invoice where we say, here's what you asked for, here's how long it's going to take, here's our opening that we can get you in at, you pay for that, you pay a deposit. Some jobs we require payment in full before we can put it on the schedule. Mainly things that are just crazy expensive, and it doesn't make sense to bill half up front when the parts cost 75% of the invoice. But anyway, you pay, we lock you in.
You guys good?
We're good. Thank you, buddy. Good. So my mom just called and it knocked the broadcast off. I knew it was going to happen. Let's try that again. You call, or you email, or you DM, or you text, or you Facebook, carrier pigeon, something. You get a hold of us, and we get a design set up. We tell you when it's available. You pay for it. We get you on the books. The next thing is we're gonna have you wait until the time to ship in your lights based on our schedule. So if you order lights today, we don't want you to ship in your lights today, because if they're just gonna sit here for 2 weeks, that's not gonna be good for anybody. It's gonna be in our way. You're not gonna have a car. That's bad, right? So we give you a date to ship in your lights, so that when the lights show up here, we're expecting them that day. We're ready to dig in, cut them open, unseal them in an oven, do whatever we gotta do. We do the work, and it has a turnaround time. So maybe it's a 2-3 day job. that means you might be waiting 2 weeks, but then when your lights get here, it takes us 2 days to do it. So we're not saying that we need to have your lights for 3 weeks or so. We're just saying that if your job isn't going to start for 3 weeks, then let's wait that time before your lights ever show up. We let you know when to ship it, how to ship it, how to do it safe. In the case that you even need a shipping label, we can send you one of those. Maybe save you some money on the shipping. So all of that stuff goes down before we ever do any work. And then at the time that we get the lights, we take them apart, we do whatever we got to do to modify them. If there's ever parts that we can send to paint ahead of time, such as parts inside these WRX taillights, if we already have a set of those exact same lights and we can send those parts to paint before yours get here, then we can have nice painted parts here waiting for yours, so we can cut them open, swap those painted parts in, and then seal up the light without waiting the time it would take to paint your original pieces. So it's all the same stuff, it's just we speed up the process a little bit by not requiring it to be done one step at a time. Kind of do it out of order so that it speeds things up for you. And last of all is we do the final checks. That's where if we're building a wire harness that's specific to something like this, where it's got animations to it, you want to control it with your phone or with a little push button remote, we hook all that wiring harness up, custom to your job, and we make sure that it's going to be easy to install for you. That's the biggest thing. A huge area of weakness for a lot of builders that we've seen is they'll bang out the work, they'll put 10 different little parts in there, and then they'll send the customer a big wad of wiring, nothing's hooked up, and they basically say, oh yeah, you just hook this up to that, hook this, splice that, cut that wire. We just don't want you to have to do that. It's too much, it takes so long. So that's part of our price tag, is that we do that work for you so that you hook up your battery to the wire harness that we send you if it's got something crazy like sequential. And then after that, you just have a little simple plug in the back of each light and you're done. There's not a big giant mess of wiring that you got to figure out, and it's kind of intuitive, and Jack's gone above and beyond to find the best products that we can have so that you have nice watertight connections on your electronics. Everything's cut to length so that you don't have an extra 8 feet of wire balled up underneath your headlights. I mean, we've seen it all, it's terrible sometimes, but the reality is we try to cut all of that out and make it as painless as possible for you. So you just tell us you like the look of the lights, we quote them, you order them, we tell you when to ship it, we get the lights in, we modify them, we test them, get the wiring harness, all that stuff packed in a box, ship them back, and then we help you install it if you need it. And sometimes that happens on a Sunday, and it's not super awesome for us to be telling people how to install lights on a weekend, but we've done it. We're definitely here to help and do follow up with the customers. And we listen, whatever it is that you guys are saying that you want to see us build. We're making animations right now, and if you guys like a specific animation better than another one, then we'll build that animation. It matters the most what you guys want so that we can kind of deliver on that. And I hope that that's as much info as I can pack into a quick little FAQ on how this whole thing works. Don't have to be local, and it's okay if we gotta ship the lights to Germany or something. I don't know, I'm down. You tell me. A guy told me he wanted to fly me to Sri Lanka recently. I don't think he's going to. I should send him this video just to be like, you're not gonna do it. But if he does, I'm gonna film it. That'll be tight. So maybe we'll even get to go to you. I know when the Premium Auto Styling channel hits 100K, we're all going on a road trip. So we're gonna visit somebody, and there's definitely gonna be some FlyRyde lights in that. So if you don't already, jump over to Premium Auto Styling's YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Premium Auto Styling, and subscribe there. Definitely make sure you're in before they hit 100K. And hey, if you like this, like and subscribe to the FlyRyde channel as well, and tell your friends about it, because we're going to be on the hunt for some cool cars to do a lot of promotion. I talked to one of the guys that owns one of the biggest lighting companies in the industry just this morning, and told him, hey, we need to do some contests, some giveaways, stuff like that. So we're going to listen to you guys and see what it is that you want to get free stuff for. So we're going to do some WRX stuff, some sea lights, some fog lights, and probably one of these little animated tail light setups. So just keep subscribing, keep liking these videos, and if you do have other questions, then I'm going to read the comments on this video, and just keep them coming. I'll try to answer all of them. Maybe do a nice formal non-live video so that I can do a better job answering these questions.